Our matchup today featured Kevin Brown and Rich Harden, the ultimate, I guess, long and short of it in terms of the numbers this year, with Harden entering play today leading the American League with a 1.82 ERA, and Kevin Brown coming off a hammering administered by Tampa Bay this past Tuesday had an 8.25. And the A's, it looked like the A's would be able to do some real damage against Brown in the second. Leadoff single by Hatterberg, walk to Kelsey, DeRozzo single to center. The A's had the bases loaded, but then Ginter lined to third. Burns struck out, and Scudero was up next.
And the 3-2 pitch is popped up. Right center field, Matsui in, calls off Sheffield and makes the catch. And the A's lead 3 once again. And after 3.5, it remains 0-0.
That was actually later in the ball game. That was in the fourth inning when Scudero flied to center with the bases loaded. And that was after Hatterberg had singled. And then with one out, DeRozzo single with 2 out. Burns was hit by a pitch, and Scudero flied out. The second time the A's had left the bases loaded. The first time was back in the second when Scudero was up with 2 away. Bases loaded, top of the second, the pitch on the way. Outside corner, fastball, ring him up, strike 3 called. The A's 2005 season in a microcosm. The A's get the bases loaded with nobody out and fail to score. And after 1.5, still 0-0. And so as the A's left them loaded twice, the Yankees came up in the bottom of the fourth with A-Rod leading off.
And A-Rod hits it to deep left center. Kotze going back, looking up, gone! Home run, Rodriguez. Alex Rodriguez goes into the monument, deep left center field. Home run number 11, that is tops in the major leagues. And the Yankees lead it 1-0.
Looked like the A's would have a shot against Brown in the fifth inning. Kotze led off with a single, and Kendall hit a fly ball to right field, and Chavez came up and hit a ball to right that was hit right on the button. Now the 3-2, Kotze runs, swung on, line drive to right, Sheffield going over. He slips, he falls, and still makes the catch. And back to first goes Kotze. Sheffield went to his right. The ball was smoked. It was actually kind of hooking back toward him as he went to his right, slipped, fell on his rear end, and made the catch. There was some concern about Sheffield's ankle, but he stayed in the ball game and played the rest of the way. After that, Hatterberg bounced out, and the A's would have just 2 more base runners. In fact, the A's went down 1, 2, 3 in the 6th, 7th, and 8th. Had that final shot in the 9th with 2 on and 2 out before Scudero popped out. But back to the Yankees mounting their offense against Rich Harden, and it wasn't a whole lot. They led 1-0 after A-Rod's homer in the 4th inning. They made it 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th. With 1 out, Womack walked, and Sheffield was hit by a pitch, and Matsui had an RBI opportunity. The pitch by Rich to Matsui is lined to right for a base hit. Womack to third, up with the ball is Kelsey, and the plate of the plate is cut off, and scoring is Womack. Up to second goes Sheffield. A single to right by Matsui, and it's 2-0 New York. Both starters went 7. Brown 5 hits, no runs. Harden 5 hits, 2 runs allowed by the Athletics right-hander. And Kiko Calero then was in the 8th inning. But before that, Rich Harden had a 1, 2, 3, 6th inning against the Yanks, and Jason Giambi was the last batter of that 6th frame. And the 2-2 pitch to Jason, inside corner fastball, ring him up, strike 3 called. Can't complain about what Harden's done today. 1, 2, 3, 6th inning for the A's right-hander. But after 6, it's still 2-0 New York. Rich would walk 4 and strike out 6 in his 7 frames. Kiko Calero was on in the bottom of the 8th inning with the Yankees leading 2-0. Matsui led off by walking. A-Rod singled. Then Tino Martinez was up in a 3-0 count. And the pitch to Martinez. Green light, fly ball, deep right. Kelsey back at the track, at the wall, leaping at the wall, and it's gone. A green light, 3-0, home run to right field by Tino Martinez. And that might turn out the light. It is 5-0 New York. And then the Yankees with an opportunity to go back-to-back. The delivery to Posada is hammered to right. Way back, no doubt, upper deck. 6-0 Yankees. All that was left for the A's was to at least try to avoid being shut out for the second consecutive ball game. They had their chance, second and third, 2 out, ninth inning, Scutero at the plate. And here's the 1-2 delivery, and it's swung on and popped up. A-Rod with a call at third in fair territory on the grass makes the catch, and the A's shut out in back-to-back ball games. And in the 31st game of the year, the A's have been shut out now for the 6th time. And so the Yankees beat the A's 6-0, and we're on to Boston, as the A's will try to regroup as they begin that 3-game series against the Red Sox tomorrow night. And Robert Vaughn will have the scoreboard when the A's postgame